Hi, in this video you learn evaporation unit operation. In the first video you learn what is the basic principle of the evaporation process, its advantages and the comparison between the evaporation and the drying process in the food processing industry. First, the concept mapping in the evaporation process. In the food processing industry, liquid food is concentrated as a concentrated product, and after that concentration they are converted to the dried product. In between the processing, their first concentration is carried out by the evaporation process, and after that this concentrated product is converted into the dried product, that is the dried powder, may be converted into the whatever the liquid food into the concentrated product in order to prepare the number of the ready to eat product, value added product. First, what is meant by evaporation process and its basic principle? In the liquid, whatever the liquid foods, it's containing the number of the molecules, they are the freely moving. When we apply the heat, these molecules are internal energies rise, and the resulting these molecules are collapse to each other and energy is transferred from one to another. The evaporation process which is occurred on the surface of that liquid, when we apply the continuously heat, the molecules of the surface, their internal energies raised with respect to the external vapor pressure, and resulting the whatever the liquid molecules which are the converted into the vapors is called as the evaporation process. In this evaporation process, whatever the liquid foods which containing the water molecules or the waters which are the removed by the continuous application of the heat, that means the continuous boiling process. The basic principle in liquid foods, they liquid molecules are converted into the vapors when their pressure is or the internal energy is higher than the external vapor pressure, and resulting evaporation process is occurred. This is the basic principle of the evaporation process. In the evaporation process in the food processing industry, the basic principle is that the concentration of the product, that means reduce the water content and resulting reducing the water activity of the product and extending the shelf life. In the food processing, whatever the liquid foods, that is the fruit juice, is converted to the concentrated fruit juice by the evaporation process, and after that this concentrated fruit juice is converted into the dried powders, further reduce the moisture content and further increasing the shelf life of the final product. This is the basic principle in the evaporation and the drying process and the processing steps mostly used in the food processing industry. What are the factors which are the responsible for the in order to increase the rate of the evaporation process involving? First, that is the vacuum or the external pressure, that means pressure which is exerted on the top of that liquid, which is the most important factors. If the pressure is lower, that means vacuum, then the rate of the evaporation is higher. If the pressure is more, then the rate of the evaporation is decreases. Then second one is the temperature, that means whatever the temperature is applied must require to continuously boil to remove the vapors. Then next, rate of the heat apply, that means heat may be applied with the direct or indirect system. Then surrounding humidity, external vapor pressure surrounding containing humidity, which are also affected on the rate of the evaporation process. Then surface area, if the area is more for the evaporation process, then the rate of the evaporation process increases. Then the boiling point, depending on the external pressure, mostly evaporation process is carried out under the vacuum, in which the rate of the boiling point is reduced by using the vacuum system, and concentrated product is prepared. What are the main advantage of the evaporation process in the food processing industry? First one is the in the evaporation process, reducing the moisture content, resulting reduce the water activity, extend the shelf life of the final product. The second one is the saving the energy due to the during the processing, then during the transportation distribution, due to the reducing of the moisture containing, it reduces the energy required for the some of the processing steps. Then convenience for the consumers after the preparation of the concentrated product, which is used for the value added product and for the preparation of the some of the other products. The next one, the production of the industrial product, during the preparation of the some of the product must require to concentration drying process in order to prepare the specific food product. before freezing, before drying, before sterilization, in during the preparation of the product, some specific product required to evaporation process to prepare the final food product. These are the main advantages in the evaporation process. The basic comparison between the evaporation process and the drying and the dehydration process is that the evaporation process and the drying and the dehydration process, the basic, that is the evaporation process, is carried out by using the heating media, that is the superheated steam is used as a heating media, and this steam is indirectly contact with the food during the evaporation process. In the drying process, heating media is used hot water which is directly contact with the food substances. Then second specific difference between them, that is the evaporation process operated at the boiling point temperature, drying and the dehydration is operated below the boiling point temperature. The next one is the liquid product are converted into the concentrated product in the evaporation process. That means first liquid product is converted into the concentration product, and after that concentrated product is converted to the drying powder. The next one is the evaporation process, which is the mostly operated under the vacuum in order to reduce the more moisture content of the liquid food product. The drying and the dehydration process, which is operated maybe into the normal atmospheric condition or maybe specific vacuum dryers used for the low temperature drying process. These are the main difference between the evaporation process and the drying process. Mostly in the food processing industry, first liquid product is converted to the concentrated product by the evaporation process, and after that, concentrated product is fed into the drying and the dehydration process and converted into dried powders. These are the references used for the preparation of the PowerPoint presentation. In this video discussion, you will learn basic principle of the evaporation process. In next video, you will learn what are the basic equipments which are used for in the food processing industry in which the single effect evaporators, its construction working. Thank you very much.